Hello, welcome to this week's Plan With Me. I am using this Crest press kit. I think it's called Noel, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll leave it linked down below. And I am planning in my A5 wide print impression SPC edit using the SPC version. A5 wide inserts, my holy grail, my everything, my babies. So initially I had planned on using some black and some silver foil. And well, actually, initially, I planned on using just black and no foil. But I then was like, maybe I'll use silver because I really like this foil bundle that Maggie came out with. And then I was like, once I saw the black bougie boxes down and then the black on the 15 millimeter strip, I was like, I don't want to do any foil. I want this to be a no foil spread, which I have done a couple of times recently-ish, sort of. But I just think it's just so fun and kind of like refreshing. And it's like, I feel like sometimes like you flip to a spread that has a lot of foil and you're like, ooh, that's like just something different and like it stands out. I feel like it's the same sometimes, like when your whole planner has so much foil and then you flip to a spread that has no foil and you're like, oh, she's classy. She looks put together. She's just like kind of doing her own thing. And I just think the spread looks so good without foil. I did pull in the black bougie boxes. I pulled in black date numbers, black bow bottom washi 15 millimeter strip, which has been like one of my new favorite things. That and like black bougie boxes are like my favorites of 2022. And I also pulled in some obviously black scripts, but black icons as well from my shop. And I think even maybe a white icon. I'm not totally sure. So those are like the Once More With Love collab ones. But this is for the week of November 7th through November 13th. This was a little bit more of a boring kind of like in-between week. But we love those. We love those for planning too because like everything's so simple as far as like I know what stickers I'm pulling. The scripts weren't that wild as far as like custom ones go. And yeah, I just think it turned out so stinking cute. So in the sidebar, I did put in that I was super tired. And then I wanted to put in 6 weeks till Christmas. But I realized I don't have a non-foiled week countdown. So I think I only have a month one. So I just put those onto my next like little custom sheet and I'll add those later. But I wanted to put, I was super tired this week and again, 6 weeks till Christmas. On Monday, I went out with Nick and Lila. We went to Snooze for breakfast and then we went to work. I don't remember. I think I might have had to print maybe mystery orders. No. I don't remember what I was doing at work this day, but it wasn't very long, so we just kind of like all went together. And then I just hung out with Lila. Oh, also I'm color blocking this spread. You may have already noticed, but if you didn't, I'm color blocking. I think it looks super, super cute. So I was just like hanging out with Lila. I read in bed. I went to bed early this night again, just because I was so tired. I think it was from like, I don't remember what happened the week before, but it's just been busy. It's been a busy time of the year, y'all know. On Tuesday, I was up early with Theo. He has been on like for a couple of weeks, like a weird sleep schedule. And I mentioned in other videos that my kids need their sleep. So he was up super early this day. So I was up with him and I spent the majority of the day working in my office. And then in the evening, I just hung out with the family and then we bleached Nick's hair this day. And I just kind of read in bed and chillaxed. Again, very boring week. On Wednesday, I cleaned in the morning, just kind of like tidied up, put things away. And then we went to North for lunch. We were initially going to go to True Food, but whenever I saw North sitting there calling my name, I was like, we need to go to North. And then we took packages this day, and I finished my friend Anna, which I go more into it in my like book review video, but I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 star. And then Hannah came over this day and this night was a dip night. So I was just like craving dips. So I was just like, I'm going to make taco and buffalo chicken dip because I was just in the mood. So I made both of those and we watched The Handmaid's finale, which I think we might have 2. Was this one we had 2 or no? Or was this just the finale? I don't remember, honestly. It takes us so long to watch like one Handmaid's video because we like start it and then 10 seconds in we pause it and talk for like 10 hours. And then we're like, oh wait, what are we doing here? But this was the finale and it was so good. I was just like sitting there like on my toes and like stressing out. And I'm just like, Hannah, are you also dying? Because like this is so intense right now and like so like suspenseful. But I feel like the season was like overall pretty good. There was like some boring spots and like I just kind of hate June. But overall, just like really excited to see what happens next season because it is the final season. On Thursday, Theo again woke up early. I worked in the office, and then this day I went for a tattoo appointment. I think this was to get my Sarah from the Labyrinth, like the outline done. I think that's what this was. And then I got Whataburger on the way home. I really wanted a milkshake. And then I played with Lila in the playroom for a while, and I went to bed early again this night. On Friday, I was hanging out. I hung out with Hannah. We wanted to do like a Barnes & Noble date. So we went to Barnes & Noble, and then we went to Tarka afterwards because it's kind of close to there. And just hung out, chillaxed, bought some books, ate some food, did all the things that we like to do. Then I filmed in the like library area this day. I think this was the first like book videos maybe I filmed. I'm not entirely sure. This was so long ago, I feel like, but also not. And then I organized my wax this day. I was just like watching videos, moving my wax around, smelling things, destashing some things, doing the thing. And then this day I wanted to do a practice run of macaroni and cheese because I wanted to make homemade macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. I feel like my Thanksgiving was pretty good this year as far as like all of the things that I made. I think the most surprising was like the turkey. I feel like the turkey was actually pretty good. I feel like I usually like mess turkey up. So I usually get things catered for Thanksgiving. Like we'll do like it's a to-go type situation, which has gotten like really popular, I feel like, since like 2020. But this year, because I'm not like super pregnant or with like a small child and I have like the help and also I'm cooking for people, not just like me and Nick, I wanted to actually like cook everything, and the turkey did turn out pretty good. But back to the main part of the story is I wanted to perfect a macaroni and cheese, and I have tried to make macaroni and cheese like the cheating way, I guess I'm going to call it, where I will try and make it in the crock pot or the Instapot, and it just never turns out good. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go find like the best macaroni and cheese recipe. I don't care how difficult it is, but I'm going to do it. And I also bought myself as a little present it like cooks up to your KitchenAid and it shreds like cheese and things. Because I hate nothing more than using one of those graters and shredding like 3 blocks of cheese. It's actually torture. But I really liked the macaroni and cheese recipe, and everyone else seemed to like it too. So I was very happy with that. So I made macaroni and cheese this day. I made like a whole like catering tray size. And my kids were like not about it because it had like breadcrumbs on top, and they thought that was so weird. So I ended up actually sending it home with my in-laws, and they ate it, they said, for like 2 days, and they were like, it was even better reheated. But yeah, I was happy with the way that turned out. It was a lot of work, though, for my kids not to eat it, though, but it was good. And then I had a bad headache this night. I had just been getting headaches recently. I think maybe I had not been drinking enough water. On Saturday, I put in that I was super tired, or it could be because I just don't sleep well anymore. And then I was just kind of chilling upstairs with the family. We got McDonald's for lunch. And then we had family pictures this day for our Christmas card that turned out really, really cute. We also did like a little mini like first birthday shoot for Lila. So it was really cute though, and it made me feel really good because I like got ready for the pictures, and then when I came out of my room, Nick was like, I'm taking you out tonight. You look so good. And I was like, oh, thanks. So I got ready for pictures. We took our pictures, and then Nick's parents came over and watched the kiddos while Nick and I went out to eat. We couldn't really find anywhere because it was like a Saturday night that had like a reservation. And if you go anywhere, like even on Thursday nights around here, you go anywhere, you could wait like an hour for a table. So we were just like, we don't really care where we're going. We just want to do something different and like have a reservation. So we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, which I have not been to a Brazilian steakhouse in probably 6 years, maybe longer. And it was like fine. I think the thing with me is it was like fine. That's all. It's fine. But for me, I'm not like, besides at Disney, I'm not like a buffet person. Like I'm a buffet breakfast kind of person, but it's not because I like to eat large quantities. It's because I like to eat a little bit of everything. So whenever it comes to like a Brazilian steakhouse, like it's just like the mass amounts of food. So just like not my favorite thing, but it was nice to do something different, I think. than we normally do and like eat somewhere different. I mean, we do try different places often, but this was just something like very different, I feel like, for us, because we just like whenever we go out to eat, I feel like we always are like, well, if we're going out to like a restaurant and like getting dressed and like going, we're gonna go somewhere like that we love and know. So this was fun to do something different though. Then on Sunday it was chilly AF out because it was so cold. For a while there it was like 40 degrees out, which is just too cold. I am a Texas girly now. I am not a Pennsylvania girl. I can't hang in the cold. But I do like getting all bundled up and cute, like in my Uggs and my leggings, my big sweatshirts. Like that's the fun part. Then we just had some family time. We had a play date. The neighbors came over with their kiddos and they played with our kiddos. And then we had McDonald's for lunch. I finished the Mary Meet Cute this day, which took me for freaking ever to finish. I was really dragging my feet on finishing it. I think I gave it like a 2 or 3 out of 5 stars. Not my favorite. And then we went to my in-laws and had pot roast with veggies, bread, potatoes, the works. It was very good. And then I started and finished the Santa suit this night. It was a really quick read. I think it's like 200 pages. So I just busted that out. And then I was really craving queso. So we got queso to go and enjoyed that while we both read. But that is everything for this week. Like I said, extremely boring week, but I still hope you like this video. I think that the spread turned out beautiful. I love the color blocking. I love the no foil. I just think it is a vibe, and I am happy it is in my planner. But that is everything. I will leave every shop that I use, as always, linked down below. And if I have a coupon code, I'll put that in there too. But otherwise, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.